Now, we got all that other little fights out the way. Now we're moving on to the
three.
top three. It's wild. It's the top three these could just be headline their own cards, realistically. This next one, Gaethje versus Chandler, is basically billed as just two violent people. Two of the most violent people in the UFC, especially Gaethje. You know what you're getting with him. He's going to come to fight and just going at it.
You know what you're getting with Chandler as well, man. As soon as the ref says go, Chandler's running at you
we saw that with Hooker. Exactly. Took him out.
Yeah, you know exactly what to expect.
And to be fair, he almost took Oliveira out in the first round. Dropped him like twice with some good shots. He's got power. Those first rounds, he's got power.
Mad power, yeah. But that's the thing. He's carrying so much muscle. He's so explosive. But it's only a 3-round fight, so like he's not like he has to conserve his energy for 5 rounds. Not that he does that anyway. But neither of them are going to be thinking, "Oh, my gas tank's going to run out." Like they're just going to be going for it, man. Yeah. It's a very interesting fight. I've actually got a guest who's coming to talk about this fight.
Okay.
They're here now, but they said you need to turn around. I said I'm coming on camera. They said they wanted to. Yeah, they said they want to surprise you. So, yo, turn around.
I'm fully turned around.
Turn around when I say, yeah?
All right.
Right, fella, you can turn around.
Oh my God!
Everyone thought he was going back. Everyone thought he was going back to Dagestan after UFC 267. He's made his way to Reading. We've got Hasbulla in the building, ladies and gentlemen.
The BMF, fucking hell! Oh my God! We've got the BMF on the podcast.
You weren't expecting that, were you?
I weren't expecting that at all. Look at you done me there. I'm lost for words, man. Done me there. So the first guest on the championship rounds is the face of the fight game.
The GOAT, ladies and gentlemen.
So what? Okay, so what does he want to say about Gaethje and Chandler?
He says he smashed them both. And they're both chickens.
Be careful, I smash you.
Dan Hooker, I smash you. Be careful.
Dan Hooker, my brother. Okay.
No, but yo, we're getting sidetracked. Yeah. He's just taking a back seat. He just wants to watch a podcast because he's a big fan.
Yeah.
But getting back to Gaethje versus Chandler, like, if this was Gaethje 2 years ago, I would give this fight to Chandler because I think Gaethje was a lot more reckless back then. But I think Trevor Whitman has honed his skills, and as Gaethje always says, wrestlers are very coachable, and he showed that because Trevor Whitman has literally coached him to the point where he listens to every word he says when he goes into the corner. Yeah. I think if there's points where Gaethje's at trouble and he can get back to the corner, I think Trevor steers him in the right direction. Yeah. And I just don't think Chandler's going to have enough in there. I think it'd be interesting. I think it'd be interesting to see if Gaethje uses any wrestling in there.
He never does. He fully never does.
This is one thing I find very strange. Like, the guy is meant to be an amazing wrestler, but he only uses his takedown defense. Like, he never uses it offensively, which is strange. But like, Chandler's obviously very explosive as well. He's not going to be easy to get down. Like we saw with Oliveira, the guy was like, Oliveira normally like suffocates people on the ground, and he was like explosive, getting back up to his feet and stuff. Yeah. But
Chandler's just an athlete, though. He's just a mad athlete. Yeah, he's explosive, powerful. He's gonna. Yeah, I think. You know what? I'll be honest. I think Chandler's gonna get. I love Gaethje. I just think Chandler's gonna get it done. I've seen Gaethje rocked many times.
Yeah.
And I feel like Chandler, he's got the power to rock him. And if we know that when Gaethje gets rocked, he's gonna come swinging as well. He's not gonna shell up. But I just feel like he's just got the power just to get Gaethje maybe out of there and on a TKO, not a KO. But the only thing that in my head is the leg kicks, man. If Gaethje starts really kicking those legs, we don't know what kind of problem that could cause for Chandler.
The only thing, like, this is like a proper 50-50 fight, and I think that's what's amazing about these top 3 fights on the card. They could go either way very easily. Yeah. But I just think with Chandler, like, I can because I've only seen him really fight in the UFC. I never followed him up until the UFC.
Yeah, same.
I've just seen him rush in both fights, and like I feel if he doesn't get you out of there in the first, is there much more left after that?
Yeah.
And he saw some adversity from Oliveira and crumbled straight away.
Yeah, that's true.
And I just feel like if you're going into a firefight with Justin Gaethje, you can't go in there expecting not to get smacked back, and he hits like a fucking truck.
Yeah,
so,
like Khabib said, didn't he? Khabib said he's been hit the hardest from Gaethje.
Yeah, that's it. That's for me. It's a real 50-50, man. Like with this one, I would just go with whatever your gut instinct is to.
If I had to push you, what would you say? Like,
if you had to push me, I'm gonna say Gaethje decision. I don't think they keep forcing this narrative somebody's gonna get knocked out.
Yeah, I don't think
every time that happens, no one gets knocked out.
Yeah, it's true. I don't think so. I think it's just gonna be a war. I think it's a 5-rounder. I would say yes. Maybe in the fourth. It's too much to handle. But 3 rounds is not too long. Like, sometimes maybe the first round could be a little bit slow, and then 2 and 3. But I mean, what a fight though, man, for the lightweight division. The winner of this, basically, for me, goes towards a title shot. I think Islam, like we said last time, still got 1 more to go, realistically. And Dariush is there for him. But I feel like this one is it, man. Straight to the title.
That's it. Did you see on our last video that guy kept calling me out about Islam needs to fight for the title next? Yeah. No, man.
Fanboy.
I think fanboy.
You're a fanboy.
He bought T-shirts of mine. Nah, but I genuinely think the general consensus across the MMA community is do Islam, Dariush, and then kind of like an eliminator in this fight as well, and then see who challenges for the title. I think that's only fair. I think Justin got screwed over in the initial stages anyway, because he just fought Khabib and then Khabib sacked it. So I think that is the fairest way to go. But incredible fight, man.
I think especially if Gaethje wins, Gaethje definitely deserves it. Chandler, you could say maybe slightly less deserving. Yeah, maybe 1 more. But Gaethje 100% deserves it. So I mean, Islam, like, this is, if I was Islam, I'd think like this. I mean, he wasn't touched in that fight, so he could go again next 2-3 months. And if these that have 2 wars, they're going to be out like for a few months after. Like if Poirier goes forward with Oliveira, Islam's going to have to wait till they heal up and then go into camp and all that. Islam should just fight, get it done, and then. But you never know what this coach.
The only thing with Islam is now I think even Dariush is ready to fight. Like he hasn't been matched up. I think with Islam, he fights at the beginning of next year, but then it's Ramadan season, and realistically, he wouldn't be fighting for the title till like later on in the year, autumn time.
But why? But the thing is, why can't Islam get it done in January? Because realistically, he wasn't touched in that fight. He literally wasn't touched. Yeah.
That's the thing. But it obviously depends on how the UFC go about it and stuff. But there's no reason as to why he shouldn't be able to fight again that soon. So.
Yeah. Okay, so that's it's going to be a war. Great third fight down, amazing for the lightweight division, massive fight. I think we've covered it in terms of. Do you think that anyone's got an advantage in the wrestling? Just wanting to cover that point in terms of grappling. We've talked about the striking. Oh, Hasbulla's fallen.
Oh man, he's getting pissed off. I don't think we've seen enough, man. Like I haven't. I'll be honest. I haven't watched enough of Chandler at Bellator to say about his wrestling.
Yeah.
Justin doesn't use his wrestling.
Yeah.
The only time we've seen Justin try to use his wrestling got dominated by Khabib. So I don't know. Like I think it's too hard to say anything about the wrestling. I think it will be just a pure stand-up fight, man. But
it's gonna be in it. It's gonna be.
I think if Chandler's blowing in the later rounds because he exerts all the energy in the first and second, I think if I was Justin, why not try and get a takedown for points? You don't need to hold him down and keep him there. Like tire him even more. But we'll see.
So I just want to summarize it. So you're saying that either Chandler gets him out of there first 1 or 2 rounds, or Gaethje sort of takes over.
That's it. He starts picking him apart in second and third. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's